You know, I gotta start this off by saying, while like most of the anime community does not like weeaboos, I fucking love weeaboos. Hello my lovelies, I'm Ray and welcome back to Fanfiction Monday. I'm a little disappointed in myself for doing this. Because I hate this with a burning fucking passion. I'm gonna be reading a Sword Art Online fanfiction for y'all today. I'm not sure why I'm doing this myself. I just am, and I'm not looking forward to it either because I fucking hate the series with a goddamn passion. I made a whole rant about it. You guys can go check it out if you want. I'll put it in the description down below if you want to see why I fucking hate this anime, but I do. But I know it's popular, and I know people like it, so why don't I just read a fanfiction to see, who knows, maybe a fanfiction writer will change my mind about it? Maybe? I have to fucking find out. Either way, this is called Black Swordswomen. It's Sword Art Online X Reader. So again, another reader one. I seem to be doing these a lot, but they also seem to be the ones that are the most interesting, both story-wise and just in general. So I'm gonna be looking forward to this shit. From what I understand, you, the reader, you're playing as. What was I about to say? They're Kirito's sister, which concerns me a little bit since it's X-Reader. Is this gonna be full of incest? Because I'm not ready for incest, alright? Incest is not wincest. I don't care what anyone else tells you. Incest is not wincest, alright? Let's get right into it, I guess. Link start. I closed my eyes and felt the nerve gear kick into place. Then I heard birds. Opening my eyes slowly, I looked around me, trying to see all the land around me. Being a beta tester had its perks. One of them was a quick login and already knowing how to play the game. Ah, shit. You know, I think for a weeby fanfiction like this, I'm gonna choose a weeby name. Sure does feels good to be back, Yuki. A boy with black hair and training gear looked back at me. Sure does, Kazuto. Hey, don't call me that here. Oh, come on, Kirito. It's not so bad having me call you by your real name, is it? Or are you ashamed? I knew just how to get under his skin, and it was working real good. He just sighed and started walking. I laughed and followed in close pursuit. Then we split. I went to go to my favorite sword shop on the outskirts of town, while Kirito went to his favorite on the other side. As I arrived at the store, I looked at the one-handed swords inside. So light! Grr! Why did my stats have to reset? I mumbled to myself. My black hair fell into my face as I bent over. I was going to dye it purple. I finally saw a sword I was going to get. Wait, hold on. Why was that important? What so fucking ever? Just, yeah, my hair fell on my face. I was gonna dye it. Anyways, this sword here. You're seeing why I had to read this now. Still pretty light, but oh well. I had a hunting spot that would be blood dry if I didn't get a move on. I knew I would find Kirito later on. Killing boar after boar, I finally got bored. Pun intended. Get the fuck out of here, Author-chan. That was a god-awful pun. I went to find Kirito. As I saw him, there was a boy with red hair next to him. Hey, Kirito, who's this? I asked. Oh, him? That's Klein. He wanted help learning the ropes of the game and fighting, so I told him I'd help him, he responded. Then Klein came over to me. Hello, ma'am. Has anyone ever told you that your eyes are the most beautiful shade of green? Well, they are. I just stared at him. Thanks? I'm Yuki, Kirito's little sister. Kirito, you told me I had a sister, but you never told me she was this hot. Well, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm gay. I'm sorry to break that to you, but no. Klein exclaimed. Kirito kicked him. Ooh, right in the solar plex, I shouted with glee. Sorry, me and my friends are total nerds, I couldn't help it. What? Kirito chuckled as Klein rolled on the ground in pain. Kirito, we gotta go. It's time for dinner. I stopped. Hey, Kirito, the log off button, it's gone. What? He shouted. Then I felt a tingling all over my body, and then we were right back in the town of beginnings. The sky started to bleed. I gripped Kirito's arm. Kazuto, I'm scared. Oh, what's going on? Then a man appeared, and we all went silent. End of chapter! Never mind, this is doing the exact opposite. This is keeping me far away from Sword Art Online as I ever wanted to be. Like, goddamn. Oh no. Oh no. This is gonna be an adventure. I can just feel it in my fucking bones. I've got to do the chapter for the first one. Or was this like Ankart or something like that? How do you pronounce the goddamn town or some shit? I don't fucking know how to do it. Either way, chapter 2. This is no longer a game. Kirito put his arm in front of me as if to protect me from the GM. But I think we both know deep down it won't do shit. Knowing this, I didn't feel safer in the slightest. Thanks! 1 year later, thanks! Just what I needed. A nice time skip to skip over all that bullshit. I heard about Kirito having a cool sword trick that Lem used too, and I'll admit that's pretty cool. I ran through the labyrinth killing mobs as I went. Then I heard voices. With my sword drawn, I snuck to the voices. Then I saw him. Kirito. He sensed me because he had his sword drawn, but my reflexes were almost as good as his. Blocking him, I rolled to the side. Good to see you too, Kazuto. A little sad you weren't a little more excited to see your little sister, I said. Okay, so I'm lazy, and when people are talking, I'm just gonna press enter and shit, so there's a conversation going on. Bye! Yuki, is that you? Yep. It's been almost a year. Yep. Are you okay? Yep. Don't lie to me. Never mind. God, sometimes I hate you, Kirito. What did I do? You know what today is, and you don't even give a shit. I'm sorry? F off! Gomen. Oh my god! This is why I love weeaboos. This fucking Japa English or whatever shit that is. Just randomly putting Gomen at the goddamn end of the fucking chapter for no reason whatsoever. They speak English up until the very last fucking sentence. Author-chan, you give me life, I promise you. This is why I have this series. This is why this series exists, because of shit like this. See, there's some series where I read and I'm like, wow, it's actually pretty bad. I want to show this off. And there's some series where it's like, wow, like, I have to show this off. But with this one, it's like, I read that sentence and I was like, I have to show this off. This is too perfect, because that one word gives me life. Oh my god. Oh, I love weeaboos. I love weeaboos so much. Never change. Don't change. You're gonna be the plague of the anime community, but never change. Oh, goodness gracious me. Long time no see, sis. Hey, don't stab me. This is the day she died, and you're talking about the last time you saw me? What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, sis, I'm sorry, okay? But it's been a while. Hey, don't stab me. I'll stab you if I want. Got it? When did you become such a tyrant? When I felt like it. Then you heard footsteps. Then a girl stuck her head out. Kirito-kun? Asuna! Kirito-kun? Who's that? She had the nerve to point at you. What a bitch! Hey, I'm Yuki, Kirito's little sis. Kirito-kun, you never told me you had a sister. Kirito, you ass! You never told Bear about me! Sorry, sis. I thought I did. Honest. Kirito-kun, you're such a dope. Hey, don't call me that. You started to laugh. Huh? The hell are you laughing at? Your married couple acts is too good! I don't know what's going on anymore. Grr, Yuki, shut the hell up. What the fuck's happening anymore? I don't even know. It's just so weird and bizarre and just, who's even, like, I'm guessing on who's talking at this point because I have no context. Like, I'm assuming that people are talking. I don't know how I know this. I'm just guessing. What the hell was that? We started walking, me having already cleared the labyrinth. It would be easy to get to the boss unscathed. Kirito went and pat my head, but I dodged it. Egg, I'm not a little kid, Kirito. Don't go patting my head like I am. Sorry, sis. It's so hard to resist since you act like one. Oh, coming from you. Asuna cleared her thought. If you two are going to fight, save it for the boss, will ya? It could be a teleport resistance zone. Teleport. That's how you spell teleport. That's how you spell teleport. That's just not. Fine. I hissed at her and Kirito laughed. I wanted to punch him in the face so damn bad, but I can't go kill my brother. So yeah, you know, then we saw the doors. Kirito, is that what I think it is? Yep, that's the boss room. Come on, Kirito, let's go check it out. Wait, sis, don't go without us. You can get hurt. I'll be fine. Come on, it's just a door. Not like it's gonna attack me or something. I pushed the door open and there was light. And then I saw it. The boss. Kirito! I gasped at the sight of it. Then we heard armor behind us clanking as they ran. Kirito! The army is after your maps again! It was Klein. I drew my sword preparing to fight it out, but Kirito just smiled and put his hand down in front of me. I'll give it to him as long as they don't attack the boss. I looked at the 2 swords on his back from the last boss fight. He practically killed the thing on his own. I wanted to show everyone my skill, but not unless I need to. The Liberation Army will not promise such thing. Korvatz was acting without order, but because of him we need to restore our name. What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck is the Liberation Army? People are after his maps? What? Is this even, are they just making up their own story at this point? I mean, that's kind of what fanfic, but like, fucking hate Sword Art Online, god fucking damn it. What the hell does that mean? I yelled. It means that we will destroy the boss. Hold on. Hold on. I'm now 100% lost of what the fuck's actually happening. Who's talking where? Author-chan, you need to be specific, especially when you have multiple people talking. The whole one line only works for 2 characters. The more characters you add, the more complicated it's gonna get. Piece of fucking shit. I'm dead inside. Well, with that shitty group, you won't last 5 minutes. It will last as long as it takes. Well then, I'm not giving you the map, Kirito said. We don't need it. Then the army marched into the boss room. We started to walk away when we heard her scream. I was running faster than I ever have. She had joined the army. I told her not to buy. She didn't listen. Yuioko, why didn't you listen? Well, I can't let you for not now. We will make it to the end of this game, I promise. Sis, stop! Yuiko isn't in that group. I didn't care. I was going to save them even if Yuiko wasn't with them. They don't need to die. Ah! A battle cry erupted from my thought. Sis, stop! No, I'll never stop if people could die. If I have a chance to save them, I will. He just stared. Kirito, cover me! Okay. I hit the boss, dealing some damage. Switch! We switched and I went into my menu. There you are. Kirito, switch! Okay, switch. I went in with my battle axes. Kirito stared at me. It was like dual wielding, but with axes instead. I lived with a different family and I always chopped woods and used swords on the beasts in the forest, so I experienced. My battle cry sounded, strike after strike. Then it was done. Now I don't care, y'all can go fuck yourselves for all I care. Then I fell. Yuki! 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 Wake up, Yuki! Yuki, you okay? Kirito hugged me and I leaned into him. He handed me a healing potion and I drank it. Okay, now what the hell was that? End of chapter. So, okay, ma'am, Author-chan, I think I need to tell you something. Is that dual wielding doesn't mean 2 swords. If you have 2 axes, 2 knives, you're dual wielding. That's how it fucking... Dual is 2! You piece of shit! Child! My dude, my boy, my home skillet! Why are you like this? God damn it. I don't know why everything else in that story, that just pissed me off the most. That went with battle axes, it was like dual wielding, but with axes. So it was dual wielding! Okay, let's just keep fucking going, I guess, because keep going with this adventure. This fucking adventure, I swear to God. Like, I know I use that with a lot of these fanfics, but oh boy. Oh fucking boy, folks. It's a good time. A boy ran in. I know him well. He is the one person I ever teamed up with. His name is Thespian. I love him, but I just can't bring myself to tell him. I think he might like me too, but he's sometimes hard to read. Then I saw him running to me. There were tears in his eyes. Then he hugged me and started crying. He never let his emotions show. Him crying was too much for me. I started crying as well. Kirito just stared at us crying. Okay, this is sweet and all, but who the hell is that? He bellowed. I sniffled. This is Thespian, the only person I ever teamed up with. He just stared at me. Then I was Klein started to talk. Okay, so we're gonna go. This is a lovely moment, but we got things to do, right, Kirito? Right, let's go do that. I stared at him. He's always been really bad at lying. I laughed as they left. We just sat like that for a few more seconds. Then he picked me up bridal style. Screeching, he carried me away. Was he screeching or were you screeching? Because that could be 2 different things. Either he's screeching like a fucking pterodactyl as he runs off into the sunset with apparently his damsel in distress or some shit like that. Or you're screeching because you're getting kidnapped. I don't fucking know what's happening anymore. What? I now have to read one more chapter to find out what the fuck happened there, because why? What the fuck was with that chapter? Why? What was the point of all that? When was this happening? Are they still in the boss room? I don't fucking know anymore. Okay, so last chapter. Last chapter. Leave me out of the dark. I offered to cook Thespian some dinner when we got back to my place. I have an S-class ingredient I've been wanting to cook up. Want to try it? Hell yeah, is that an S-class item? Of course I want some. Yeah, I'm doing this today. After dinner, he grabbed my hand and dragged me outside. After he finished singing, my eyes watered up. I remember in the real world telling him that Leave Me Out of the Dark was my favorite song. He's learned to sing it just for me because he knew I was sad. And that meant the world to me. If someone was willing to do this much for me, that meant that I could truly care for them. And if I truly cared for someone, that means I will never let anyone hurt them. Thespian, I started laughing after he sang the song, so hard that I started crying. And I kissed him. I jumped backwards in shock of my own actions. Then I heard someone call out my name. It was Kirito. Oh god, how am I going to explain this one to him? Sis? Okay, this is what it looks like. He just stared at me like I was insane. I don't blame him though. Honestly, if I was him, I'd probably be looking at me like I was insane too. I just laughed. No, not laughed, just like chuckled nervously. That's being stared at me like he was asking me to do something to get rid of my brother so he wouldn't get stabbed. The thing is, my brother is really famous because he's super strong and stuff, one of the strongest players in the game actually. So I was probably scared for a good reason. I chuckled again, but just because of the look on that guy's face. He looked at me like he was going to stab me. Then I saw a snappy cat from Iran treat a shoulder. Client came running down the street yelling, "Kirito! Kirito!" I just shook my head as he walked past me extremely fast. Then I realized something. She was trying to avoid Klein. Then a Gil followed behind him in close pursuit. I laughed as I watched Kirito and Asuna start sprinting away. Kind yelling for him to stop, I just shook my head and laughed more. I feel like I just had a fucking seizure. Was that even English? Did I just read English? What? Hello, Author-chan, did you suddenly have a stroke halfway through this fucking, chapter? Because it started off okay, and then suddenly, just none of it made sense at all. And when did Asuna get there? What? Hello? Yeah, I think that's all I can take. My head's actually starting to hurt from the amount of bullshit I'm reading. Jesus fucking Christ. I was able to excuse most of your bullshit until I was able to excuse the Gomen, but then this chapter happened and I can't excuse that. I'm gonna just start rating these now because I need to keep track of which ones were just, I can't anymore, and which ones were like, maybe I'll give it another chance. And this one's like, why? Well, I'm giving this a fucking 2. A 2 of fucking battle axes that aren't dual wield out of fucking 10 because fuck you. What the fuck? Oh, the chat. Why do you do these things to me? Why do I do these things to myself? I fucking love weeaboos though. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, recommend me stories, whether it's the actual fandom or the fan fiction. Let me know anything of the story in the comment section below, and if you'd like me to read more. There'll also be the link to the description if you guys want to continue reading on your own time, which I kind of recommend. Just read it for yourself, experience this for yourself, and just enjoy the headache with me, please. That being said, don't forget to stay mythical. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.